Gen Z has a problem.
Studies show that the younger generation, so Gen Zs, are lower at problem solving, lower at independence, and lower at stress tolerance than any generation before them.
Guys, I swear, sometimes, like, when you have actual anxiety and you can't even get words out right now.
When I tell someone I'm feeling anxious and they're like, why? As if they don't experience anxiety as like a baseline.
Literally can't. I'm so stuck.
Gen Z, more than any past generation, is anxious about life, love, work, school, you name it. It seems like there's some misconception, though, that this is just some quirk. But there's actually a lot more to it than that. What we're looking at here is a graph. Not just any graph, but a graph depicting the rise in American anxiety over the past 13 years. See that sharp incline? Among Americans aged 18 to 25, the rate of anxiety has jumped from roughly 7.5% in 2008 to nearly 18% in 2021. That means nearly 1 in 5 young adults in America is living with clinically significant anxiety. But here's the thing. We didn't cause this. We're reacting to it. And it's not a byproduct of COVID either. This started long before 2020, around the time that smartphones and social media first took off.
Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything.
It's a religion almost to some people.
Apple's a religion?
To some people, yes.
I love the iPhone. Apple makes a great product, so I gotta have it.
Instagram.
Free app lets its 35 million smartphone users quickly transform cell phone pictures into small works of art.
It's not just that Instagram is dangerous for teenagers, that it harms teenagers. It's that it is distinctly worse than other forms of social media.
After 2012, things shifted. Social media stopped being a fun distraction and started becoming the public town square. We weren't just using our phones. We were living through them. These apps are built to keep you hooked through a feedback loop of likes, views, streaks, and shares. That loop changes your brain. Every notification is a maybe. Maybe someone liked your post. Maybe someone texted back. That maybe is what triggers dopamine, the brain's reward response, and what keeps you addicted. So we get hooked to these apps, searching for validation, searching for that dopamine high, and becoming jealous of anyone who has what we want. A study from the American Association of Family Physicians found that 46% of American teens said that they had been victims of cyberbullying, and a third said that they had experienced offensive name-calling. And the list goes on. There are countless ways to be victimized on the internet, whether by the algorithm or by other people. And teens and young adults are always tied to it. There's also the fact that everything just feels heavier.
Last night, I congratulated Donald Trump and offered to work with him on behalf of our country.
The heinous attack on the United States Capitol will be bigger, better, bolder.
Sunday morning after a traffic stop when the suspect shot a state trooper.
Air tankers doing their best to corral the flames.
It's hard to manage your anxiety when your feed is a constant pipeline of panic. Growing up with lockdown drills,
Gunfire inside the school,
wildfires,
law enforcement,
global pandemics, political chaos. And we're not just seeing it here and there. Thanks to the smartphone and social media, we can't escape it. It's not that Gen Z is more sensitive. It's that we've grown up with crisis after crisis, with no time to absorb each one before the next one hits. And unlike past generations, we can't just look away. Our phones make the world smaller and scarier. The climate crisis isn't some far-off thing, and neither is political violence. And we see it every day. On our phones, and often alone. That heaviness builds up, and it doesn't always look like panic. It can look like numbness, like checking out, but it's there in our nervous system, in our group chats, and in how we talk, or don't. But here's what makes Gen Z and millennials so different. We know mental health matters. Most of us grew up with the word anxiety being thrown around all the time. We know it's real. We know it's valid. And that's what puts us far beyond past generations. We know the jargon, anxiety, burnout, intrusive thoughts. But knowing that you're struggling doesn't mean that there's anyone around to help. We're more likely to attend therapy. But just because we're willing to doesn't mean that there's a therapist or counselor available, especially at school, where students are most likely to need it. Many schools have one counselor for hundreds of kids, and that counselor is also tasked with tracking truancy or lunch duty. Meanwhile, the academic pressure just keeps getting worse and worse. College admissions just keep getting more competitive, and it's never been easier to compare yourself with others. So, why is Gen Z so anxious? It's not just the phones, or the world, or the pressure. It's all of it stacked together. And when things start to break down, at school, at home, at work, online, we're told to toughen up and stop being dramatic. But here's the part people miss. We're not anxious because we're weak. We're anxious because we're paying attention. This generation didn't ask for this mess, but we're not waiting for someone else to come clean it up either. If you want to help clean up the mess that is the mental health system in America right now, I would ask that you please support us. Like this video, subscribe, visit our website, or join our newsletter. And as always, be a beacon of hope. Thank you.